Hey, Nate from Notnerd here. And what's that? Is Peppa Pig's family flying? Is that Daddy Pig, Mommy Pig, George, and Peppa? Are they all flying? Yes, pigs are flying because today I've got an Android phone that I purchased. Now, I did several years ago from Freedom Pop. I got this HTC piece of crap from Freedom Pop. It was like free if I paid them $1 a month for some data. Horrible phone. Had a face identification that would work with just about anybody's face. Super slow, never got updates. So I don't count that as an Android phone. Of course, since 2007, since release day, I've been using an iPhone. I currently have the iPhone XS Max. So what do we have here? Let's open it up and see. If you listen to this week's podcast, you already know what I purchased, and it delivered. Google had their I.O. conference last week, their developers conference, and one of the big things that everybody is looking forward to, everybody in attendance got one, was the Pixel 3a. Now this is a low-end version of their Pixel phones, which are great phones. The regular Pixel 3s cost about the same as an iPhone. But this 3A, $399. Beautiful box, nice little packaging. It did come with a SIM-free life insert, which is what I plan on doing using the Google Fi cell service. It's $20 a month plus you pay for data, but you actually get a $100 credit for buying the Pixel and a $20 credit for using a referral code from somebody else. So that's that. We'll be setting that up later. Let's get some first impressions on how I feel about owning a Android Google Pixel 3a. I did go for the black, very reminiscent of what I'm used to with iPhone packaging here. The little inserts. I don't remember what comes in the box. Okay, so it does have USB-C. This is technically my second USB-C device. My DJI Osmo Pocket has a little USB-C to USB-A adapter, which is great, and a power supply. No headphones in here. Phone. Oh, it picked up the extra things here. So let's... I did go for the smaller version. They do have an XL version, but I've already got the iPhone Max. Wow, that is a great feeling phone. Here's a comparison to the iPhone XS Max. So it's thinner and shorter just by a little bit. I believe it's a 5.5 inch screen. I do also have a thin case on the iPhone here. Sorry for the smudges on the back. Good night. This does have the fingerprint reader on the back, which I'm interested in play around with. The single camera, similar to the iPhone XR. But let's see if it will turn on. I'm guessing this is the power button. Oh, I don't know. This doesn't feel right. Booting up here, but yeah, the overall feel, I like it. It's kind of got a plastic back, a two-tone with the kind of the glossy up here. It does have the no notch, which a lot of people are excited about. As far as plugs, you have the USB-C on the bottom, and then on the top, people are really excited about a headphone jack. I could care less because I just use my AirPods all the time. If you don't have AirPods, please get yourself some AirPods. The new version's out now. They do have the Google Pixel Buds if you're really sold on going with Google. Looks like it's starting up. It says I've got about 3/4 of a battery life. Cool little animation there. I am going to go for English. And let's just give it a quick shot. But I like this. It's very lightweight, very compact. The processor is a little slower than the regular Pixels. That's something I've seen people complain about. The front camera, it doesn't have that wide angle, super wide angle camera like you see on the commercials for the Pixel, which people seem to really enjoy that. So connect to mobile network. If you have a SIM card, insert it now. Start SIM-free setup instead for Google Fi and other carriers. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Searching for Wi-Fi networks, I will connect to, seems, sorry, I'm going to have a little bit more coffee in my Starbucks modified Notnerd metal glass there. It's almost turned into a PDX Fast Foodie video, which make sure you check out PDX Fast Foodie. I got some new videos up from Carl's Jr. there. Checking for updates, installing some updates. So we'll see if it gets booted up here in a second. It does have a flash on the back. Again, the fingerprint reader on the back. I've always said that I didn't think I would want this. I was having a discussion with Dave the other day about fingerprint readers and Face ID. If you listen to last week's podcast or this week's podcast, you'll actually know I had some issues with my Face ID on my iPhone, but Apple swapped out the phones for me and it's working great now. But if it's not in front of your face, if it's laying on a table, sometimes I'm working, I want to just see what's going on. You used to be able to just press a button, now you kind of have to lean over it. With this, if it's laying on the table, you have to pick it up. So neither of these are good solutions for that issue for me. Okay, copy apps and data to your Google account. Use your old phone. No, I'm not going to do that. So it does say that you can do transfer from an Android or iPhone device. I don't necessarily need to transfer all the data from my iPhone at this point. So back to the Google Fi service. It is Google's own service. It uses a couple different carriers, so it's kind of a, whatever they call those, VM something, VNBO carrier. And you pay $20 a month, and then I believe it's $10 for 6 gigs of data. So it's pretty reasonably priced. And I wanted to try it out just to get an experience with that service. I use T-Mobile on my iPhone, and I'm very happy with that. But being able to compare the two will be great. Find your old iPhone's cable, insert cable into your old phone. No, I don't want to do this. Connect. Oh, so the adapter that they gave me, let's give this a shot. I am very curious. They say to get your old cable, and then with this little adapter in the packaging, I should be able to take my iPhone cable, plug it into my iPhone, and then plug it into my Pixel 3a. And I am just curious to see what this is all about. I know that Apple has ways to transfer from Android, but obviously I have never gone this way. Trust this computer, it says, so it's treating this as a computer. Put in my passcode again. No, it's not 000000. Phones are connected, so I don't know if it's going to pull that right there. Hopefully this will pull over all my contacts, and I'm not sure what else. Sign into your Google account. Okay, so this might take a while, so I think I will take a quick break and get signed in, because I have a long secure password via LastPass for my Gmail, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It got signed in there. It's checking for data on my phone to transfer over, so we'll see what that is. Now, you might be asking, Nate, you've got an iPhone XS Max. That is one heck of a phone. Why do you need the Pixel 3a? A couple reasons. One, for you, at $400 for a brand new phone that's going to get security updates, that's got a lot of the features people are looking for in a phone, I would love to be able to recommend this for people that are looking for an Android phone. It's always tough on which phones to recommend. We'll usually recommend the regular Pixel phones or Samsung, just because they're the most likely to get updates. Second reason, Consistent Tech, my company. I build websites. I help companies develop apps. I just need to do a lot of testing. So having a second phone, one with a smaller screen, just to be able to test things, do different things, try out apps, app recommendations that we recommend on the podcast, all of that good stuff. So that's why I got this. I'm not sure that I'll keep it, but I do want to try it out for a couple weeks, see what I think of it, do some testing, and if I like it, I might keep it as always good to have a spare phone when you're in my line of business, and an Android phone I often will have, trying to support people in the IT side of things, where they're going, I'm trying to get this set up on an Android phone. I'm going, good luck with that, because that HTC I had, just don't even bother with that. So it's still looking for data to copy, and we'll give it another second here, see if we get past anything, because I've got a lot of data on this phone. When Apple swapped it out on Monday for me, it took quite a while to restore from that iCloud backup, just because I have way too many apps, way too much stuff on here. 27,000 photos, whatever it is, 10 years of text messages. I'm a bit of a digital hoarder, but you guys know that if you're a fan of Notnerd. If you're not, please do check out the podcast, subscribe to our YouTube videos. We're working on doing more videos. Our goal is to just give you practical tech information, not do a lot of extra stuff, not do a lot of rumors, all that stuff. Just give you practical tips, practical advice, practical recommendations, because it used to be that only nerds were into technology, but now even the not nerds, have to use technology all the time. I mean, I don't know anybody that can completely avoid technology, whether it's work, fun, kids, family, transportation, bill paying. Everything is done with technology these days. Okay, so it was going through the progress screen and that kept resetting. I'm going to give it another couple seconds. If it doesn't finish, I'll wrap this up for now. My first impression, this is a good looking little phone, very lightweight, feels durable though. Got some nice plastic there. I do like that two-tone on the black on the back with the flat and the glossy. The camera, it does have the night light. Night light, I think that's what the feature's called, that the Pixel has, where it is able to take amazing low light photos, which is something the iPhone has gotten a lot better at, but is still not great. And whatever they're doing with this, it's got the portrait mode, so I can test that versus the iPhone on both the back and the front facing cameras. But yeah, it's going to sit here and be copying for a while. So I think I'll wrap up this video. I just wanted to give you a first impression on this. Stay tuned for more. If you have any questions about the phone, if you're thinking about getting one, please leave a comment here. Hit us up on the website, whatever, we'll answer it. We'll talk about it more on the podcast, I'm sure. With that, get out there and tech better.